It's just to put things together for their child to be celebrated. So whatever little that they will give is to either somebody mark is making noise.
Sano, can you mute your mic? Brother Alex, can you mute your mic? Okay, good.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So the first year when we were about to close, I called the parents. I said, now your children supposed to graduate from the K2, and how much you think you can pay for all to sew clothes for your child, face a mellow, and the fan as a memorable thing in their hands. And they themselves came on and said, oh, Pastor, we pay $60. I said, you sure you'll be able to pay 60? And they said, yes. And I said, okay, it's up to you. So once you bring the money, from there we're going to sew the clothes, face the fan, face the metal, and give it to your children for them to be celebrated. So as time could go back, I saw that even what they still came out with, they could not be able to do. So I still recall, I said, I want to come in personally. Can we be able to work with $30 just to be able to put things together for your children? Even with that, I still got to be able to add something there. Just then this year again, they said came out, they said they will pay $50 to buy the clothes, to face the fan, to face the mellow. I say, you think it's okay for you, parents? It's okay. They say, yes, it's okay, Pastor. I say, no problem. Go and look for the money, bring it so that we can face the clothes for your children and whatever. Even to that, I have to bring it down to 30, and some even pay $20. So if the parents decide, let me tell you, if you the school decide say that they want you're paying, you hear all them grumbling, they don't know the money being there, this and that. But when you call the parent here, it's about your children. How much you can pay to sew the clothes, to face the fan, to face the mellow, just as a memorable thing in their hand. How much you can pay? Push it on them. And when they said come on, and when I pose the question like that, I walk out. I say, you do your election. Whatever your come away, I agree. So what I see this year, what I plan for next year is to sew my own gown. That gown is for the school. So I only tell them, say, okay, to face the mellow, to face the fair, and the other things there, you just pay $25. That is, we face strictly into Ministry of Education, because Ministry of Education K2 is 5,000. So a primary, I mean, if you tell them you pay $20 just to feed that small thing and give it to your children, because my heart is your children should be celebrated. So I think if the parent decide, you call them in meeting, say how much you can pay, then you go on a round table. If they come up with something and what you agree upon, it will be a law on them. But if you just call them or you're putting citation, you care to your parent, you're paying $60, you're paying $80. Plenty of parents will be grumbling out there. Someone else will say, well, you're not supposed to graduate. But when you call them and you push it on them, walk out of the meeting, say you decide, you have the meeting, you have the election, and they do it and they come up with a price, you will see everybody got to stand. You will see even parents say that all agree. Now the man talking said that we don't want to agree, we have to pay that money. You have to
Okay.
pay. You can't
All right.
make it like that.
Okay.
So you will see that they themselves to a call. So you have to
the network is really troubling today.
It will be very celebrated.
Okay, Pastor, let's hold you there. Pastor, let's hold you there.
By the second nobody is oppression.
Okay.
So I think if the parent decide, will be very wonderful.
Okay, let's hold you there a little bit. Mr. Sano there is a parent. I think he got more than one child or 2 or 3 kids in school. They hear his own point of view. Mr. Boakai, please come on.
Yeah, hope you are getting me.
Yes, we are getting you.
Okay. Let me appeal for the inconvenience, like trying to set my phone, my mic, or whatever. Oh, am I audible?
You are audible.
Okay. Uh, like I start listening to my sister Pharaoh and uh, Momo. They all speaking some uh, reasoning to what we are discussing here. But on my part, I said earlier or initially, I said based on the topic for the day, that we should hold the Ministry of Education. Reason being, I think they are the regulatory body for everything we do relating to education. So like he made mention of the case, Marcel Vero and him. The case are such a group of people that once that sense of reasoning of maturity is not established, when they have not experienced what we have passed through, their wants begin more than the needs. So our kid will be graduating from that school, and friends go and see what their other friends got in their package. Like he mentioned medal, he mentioned something. Now he mentioned now sometimes you see like both their caps, all of these things printed. I mean, I think they are necessary for souvenir purpose, but for me, I think they are not needs. The needs I think when somebody is graduating, it should be a certificate, it should be a medal, it should be a gown. These are just basic needs. I may not go in all because I'm not an administrator, but looking at the basic things. Then because one child saw the other graduation, he saw book there, he come and say, oh, by the time he hear this, their friends tell them like, oh, we spend like 125, we get all these things. We spend like 150, we get all these things. We spend like 75, we get all these things. So this is how things start like. So I don't think, in my own mind, as a people that are responsible, we should be carried away by what people want. I think the day-to-day life is best suited for needs. What is most needed? Uh, you telling me like Brother Momo mentioned, we give it to the parent, oh, it will be good, they will have this, they will have that. Granted. But we should also understand, for me, I'm speaking to my Liberian side. And I don't know about other countries, how it does that. But I'm speaking about Liberia. We can forget at times to know that my financial capacity is not the next one on. My child's experience or their needs is not the next one on. Somebody child just want to have that ceremony in memory to encourage them. Another child will feel that they live in luxurious life or living in luxury, and they went to one family program that in Liberia will get some schools that will pay like $15 for children. Other schools spend like 1,000 plus. And you understand, for lesson kindergarten stuff or daycare. So one child is around there, you see all this luxury, and he went to this luxurious school graduation, he saw all of these things. He come to this our community, the whole you say the poor people community. You can't, you maybe the father is opportune to live among you. I don't want my child go far place saying that. And because that child came from that luxury school, he recommend these things. He went to the mother, they talk it, and the mother bring it forth to you, the administration. I think life can only be fair, that it shouldn't be for me today, it should be for the others down there. And that's why I'll tell you somebody one time, even our very government, if you fight because you can have it, you forget for the common man down there, it won't be fair. The main reason of you being authority is to bring the ordinary man up or the poor man up, not for him to live in suppression to the other man need. So I say this to say, I bring the Ministry of Education because if we give it back to our children or our parents to determine, life is not fair, life is not balanced. So the one that have it would think that a reasonable, even a child wants to pay reasonable, I will pay for my child. But what's the other man down there who's struggling to pay the school fees, they don't have it. So I am saying, I already saw with the Ministry of Education just short while ago, they told people that the public school, nobody should spend more than $100. Public school, the private school, not more than 100. The private school, the public schools around $5,000 or $25. They put it that way. I already side with them because when we have such a regulation or such a control means, I think it will help everybody because before even my child reaches to graduate, I already know what to spend. But if they leave it or leave every or parent or student vulnerable to the administration, leave it to the students' needs. For the students, they don't care. Whether you got it, you don't got it. Whether you have it, you don't have it. All they know is papa, mama. The teacher say won't carry one. The school say won't carry this one. But if it's regulated, I think it would be necessary, as they just spoke quite recently,
Okay.
that they have some control of financial limit on paying graduation fees. So for me, I hear them and I side with them.
Okay, thank you. All right, we have Carlos. Mr. Carlos said he was an administrator in a school. So, Carlos, what's your take? Why did you choose the side you choose? Mr. Sano, can you mute your mic? Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Carlos, go ahead. Carlos, we are not hearing you. We are not hearing you. Okay. Maybe you have to just log out and log in again. So let's get to Brother Wilton while Carlos log out and log in again. Yes, Brother Wilton, please defend your side.
Well, I think this is an opportunity to express on behalf of the parents because a lot of them don't have the voice to be heard. I think and I do believe that Ministry of Education is to determine graduation fee. My reasons are very simple. We need regulations within the system, the education system in Liberia. A lot of parents are being exploited, Mr. Breakthrough. A lot of parents are being exploited on graduation fees. The last time I checked, School A put a graduate, and the graduation fee was $150. And School B put a graduate in that same time, and a graduation fee was $75.
Yes.
But the shocking thing about it, is this.
Are you hearing?
Yes.
All the facility.
Hold on. Yes, I'm hearing him. Are you guys hearing him?
Me, I'm not hearing him.
Okay.
Yeah. Like you hearing me now?
Yeah, Mr. Sando said he's hearing him. I'm hearing him. Alex, were you hearing the brother?
Well, if y'all need me to be more audible, I can do that.
No, you are audible. I think it's network issue. Vera, are you hearing him now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So go.
Am I good?
Yeah,
Okay.
but Carla, just hold on. Let he end, then you come in.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
Yeah, to continue, Mr. Breakthrough, School A put a graduate, and their graduation fee was $150. And School B put a graduate, that graduation fees is $75. And if we're doing a critical analysis, the same necessary things that that school A produced for graduation is the same thing that school B produced for the graduation. But why is it that school A have an excess graduation fee than school B? This is the question that dragged us to this topic. If we need regulation, we will need Ministry of Education to set a fixed graduation fees. Any other schools that have additional activities, then you can decide that with the student leadership, or probably some schools like within the United Methodist University, sometimes the student leadership
He's going with
determine
their
how they want
hiring.
their graduation to be. So within that case, the
Rachel,
school
you're not
administration
on
can
again.
sit alone with the student leadership, and they have a fixed amount of how much will be exceeded over Ministry of Education fixed graduation fees.
I don't know. I think
Like
it's a network.
what our sister Veronica was saying about the school administration making decision, and she's make mention of,
Rachel is out. Are you hearing?
you hear me? Yeah. So one thing I want you to understand is that if Musa is importing rice,
I think John, you are talking. You are saying something, right?
yes. If Musa is importing rice in
I don't know
Liberia,
the network.
like according
because why I had the people using 5G. So
according to Veronica,
I don't know why. But what is
according
going on?
to Veronica, due to the
You went
program
off.
that the student will want to have.
You went
Hello?
off first. Yeah, you went off first. We were not hearing you. Your voice
You
just
Vera?
came in. Yes, I said you were off first. Your voice just came in.
You getting me?
Yeah, we're getting you. You can continue now.
Okay. The school administration cannot decide graduation fees for the students because the students are being exploited. Parents are complaining on a daily basis. We shouldn't close our eyes and ears to the reality that parents are crying every day. Every year in, year out, schools are adding graduation fees out, and the facility that they are providing is not equivalent to the money they are charging. So now this is time that we put Ministry of Education feet to the ground that they should take full responsibility and regulation on graduation fees. If you say graduation fees should go across the board 150, all schools should abide by that policies. If for any reason the school have additional activities, then you can discuss it with the student leadership and you will figure out how to find a way forward. If Gas Press was going to be open up that, oh yeah, because Musa buy gas in Guinea and the transportation that he paid to take it for Guinea in Liberia, so he should carry on a gas to 1,200, then we were going to be facing problem in this country. So the same go to schools. Let Ministry of Education come out with a fixed graduation fees. And for the parents, we cannot leave that open for parents to decide graduation fee. It will be a disaster. Because looking at the economy, a lot of parents will want to put in that financial constraint and that feelings on the graduation fees. And due to misunderstanding, some parents will say, oh yeah, we get this one. And the other group will say, oh yeah, we get this one. It will take more than 2 weeks to determine how much each schools should pay for graduation. So I think, Mr. Breakthrough, it will be necessary that Ministry of Education implement a policy and a regulation on graduation fees instead of our innocent parents who are struggling with economic challenges to be exploited by these school administrations. That's my point.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. So Carlos, you can just get in.
Before you,
All right. Vero.
Rachel, can I ask Carla something?
No, is Wilton.
Oh, Wilson, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask you something?
Yeah, go ahead, Vero.
Okay, Wilson, though.
Hold on. Vero, your camera is off.
Oh, my camera. I've had that. I think it's a network because I'm on.
Your
You
audio
see me now?
your audio is sharp, but your camera is not on.
Have you seen? But they're telling me that everyone can see me. Yeah.
No,
So I don't know why
we
my.
can hear you, but we can't see you. So just hit the camera button again.
Yes, I did with you. It's okay now.
It's not okay yet, and we want to.
Can I
So
go off?
yeah, just go off
Let
and
me
come
go.
back. So Carlos, just give your point.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity to see you. I'm enjoying and admiring how the topic is like becoming a debate. So, as a former school administrator that work both in junior and senior high, when it comes to graduation fee, I don't think it is necessary for Ministry of Education to decide, especially for private schools. And secondly, it is not a good idea that the parent decide graduation fees.
See me now,
So
Bridget.
I choose the school administrator to do so because the school
Bridget, I'm not
is
really hearing. There is no sound.
I think Carlos, hold on. I think there is a little issue with your environment today, because everyone hearing Carlos, probably the network issue at where you are seated have some issue, but I believe you will get connected. Are you hearing me, Vero?
Yeah, I can go ahead and ask. Which one?
No, let Carlos in, then we'll come back with questions.
I really said I never called Carlos. I don't know
No,
what
Carlos just starting. He has not gone anywhere.
Oh, is that?
Don't worry, Barry. You asked me.
Yeah,
You
so
asked
so
me. Let Carlos go ahead.
Carlos flow.
yeah, like I was saying, it is not a good idea that the parents should also determine graduation fee for their students as well. So the school administrator can do so in consultation with the parents because the graduates themselves have their own issue when it comes to this graduation stuff. And then the school is like a business that is registered with Ministry of Education operating their own affairs. So they do determine their own tuitions, registration, and whatever requirement that students are supposed to have before entering that particular institution. So I believe they should go about to put a graduation fee, and then that should be in consultation with the parent, the teacher association meeting. So that's a department in all institutions, the PTA. So you can call a PTA meeting, and then this is what the student want for the particular graduation. Yeah, like in my school, that's what we usually do. We put out a graduation fees, and then it based on the 7 year, because we are looking at time now. The entire graduation is about 7 years. It's about memories. So students want to carry something important home that if they see it and look at it tomorrow, and then they know that they come from a school. Well, if we like look at based on the economic hardship and the situation of the country, that means definitely you only give a student diploma which does not have a cover. And if you get somebody diploma who doesn't have a cover, means it's not guaranteed. And I don't believe that you will laminate a certificate now and give it to the student and say that's guaranteed. No. You need standard materials and things are cost. Yeah, even the printing fees, renting of the gowns, musical instrument. There are so many things that involve within the program planning. So most often school does not really benefit from graduation fees because majority of that money, like 80 or 85% of that money, is being used on the materials for the graduation. So it would be prudent that the school determine the graduation fee because after the program, even teacher that grades the occasion need to work away with something because that particular part is not part of their contract. But because they attended the occasion, so they need to work away with something, and then the student need to work away with something tangible so that they can keep it as a remembrance from an experience as school administrator.
All right, thank you. So Vero, before you come in with your question, let's get a brother Alex to give his view. Then we can start questioning now. Alex?
Virtually, like the whole sound thing is the way you set the system today.
No, it's
Because
okay.
having
I believe it is the distance. You know why we talk. It is the distance. So, Alex, can you go on?
Hello?
Yeah, I don't know. Like this
Yes.
network today is very.
Alex, can you justify
Welcome.
your point?
Yeah, so first day I said thank you. I said thank you. So I say once again, I said thank you again for giving me the opportunity to speak here today. But it's my very first time to talk on issues like this on air. So I said the ministry should be responsible to regulate. Immediately responsible to regulate, but also in line with the school administration, then with the parent. I said that because the ministry is the sole has the sole responsibility to regulate school activities. A legislation in the constitution, they are responsible for it. So we can't put that one side. It can be school administrator or whosoever, we can't put that one side. That is their full responsibility for that. So we can put them away from operation fees. Then I said the school is also making business, as our brother who just spoke said. They are making business.
Hold on, brother Alex. You just have to identify one point. Who should supersede that?
Now I said the ministry.
Okay, good. So,
My I said the ministry should supersede everything.
okay.
But these people who are the administrators, they are making business. So not because the ministry is superseding everything, they should just go ahead and say, oh, this is what you do. They should come to these people, sit with them, have meeting to know what they are doing and what are the plans that they have and how they got the plan. And if I say parent in-law is the administration too should come to the parents and get them to know and say, okay, we are about to put your children out. What do you people want us to do as the brain was saying? So I want to applaud the Reverend for what he said, because these are things I know in hearing me. These are things that I have been saying over time. To bring these issues down so that we can stop discussing now, the school should work with parents, not exactly with the student. So to say this, I have been a student. I was a student at the same time I had children going to school. So many children going to school. One thing, let me go back to my school days. One of the day was that the first thing it was this class sponsor, 12th grade class sponsor. Going to meeting, the school faculty going to meeting, they sit down and discuss, man, this is what we'll do, this is what we'll do, this is what we'll do. So go tell children. And they knew that our sponsor had a huge influence over us, was so in love with him. So any project he comes up with, we're going to it, without thinking, blah, 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 we're just going to it. When they came to us, but God bless us at that time, the library rate was around 50. So we paid $25 US. We were around 2005. But at that time, things were hard. That was 2007. But things were hard at that time. We just came from war, we had a first election. You understand it? So, what I'm saying, the school should work with the parents. Most often, what the school does is that to go to the children, as one of the people was saying, because of our mind, with the children, with the kids that are in school, we want lavish, we want things to be so flamboyant, we want this, we want that, we want that. And there are some unnecessary things that the school call for. You know what call for those things? Because they want to make extra profits. Let me say, when we were in school, I did some inquiry. The medal was printed for $1 in China. But it's cost $10 for it. $10.
Okay.
I had a friend at a cafe who I went to a few years ago, printing a medal for another school. What not called the school name? And the school was, and it was $1. He was charging $1, but the charging them $5. So that's what school. We know that they got to make profit. The school faculty, the administration got to make profit for the price. So that's what I said. The minister who has the full responsibility of this by legislation, let them take the lead, but we should work in line with the administration, and the administration work in line with the parents. Let the administration first sit with the parents and discuss these things with the parents. If the parents agree, then go and leave the children all of the things. If they continue to put our children or us children at that time, if they continue to put us in it, we'll always be burning on our parents.
Okay.
Now, I haven't.
All right. Let's hold you there a little bit. let's hold you there for a second. Now let's get to questions and answer. Now it goes like this: Wilton, Sano, and Alex. You people are saying the Ministry of Education should regulate that area. Vero and Carlos said the administration should take over that area. Pastor is the only stand-alone person who said parents should take over that area. So that is it. So we need to make sure that Wilton, Sano, and Alex be able to convince Veronica, Carlos, and Pastor that they will see reason that, oh yes, they should be done. At the same time, Veronica and Carlos will bring all their sound points to be able to make Sano, Alex, and Wilton know that yes, we think administration should be handling this thing. So that's the conversation. Pastor is only one. I know the moment we battle him plenty, he will join one side quick. So let Vero start with her question to Wilton.
Okay, let me start with the college, then I will come to like Pastor too, because I have questions to both Pastor. Pastor, I think it's only grade school. Let me start with college. For example, Ministry of let's say from 10th grade or like that to college. Let me start it. For example, Ministry of Education come up with a fixed price. They say you guys should pay $100 for graduation fee. We all know we have to rent the gun, you have to carry the gun back. And during those days, I can remember when I was graduating from K2 and stuff like that, they gave her like plain sheet. They used to wrap the plain sheet with like red tiny cloth and get rid of a plain sheet as how they call the diploma, and later you can go back. But now, if the school agree with that fixed price, right? Every parents or students agree to pay that $100, extend a bound because it's Ministry of Education. Now, you guys come out again, say, you know what, Happy? We need to print t-shirt, we need to have t-shirts. So everybody should pay, apart from the graduation fee, everybody should pay like $20. That $20 is added on the $100. And I want 20. Go. Okay, you know what? And we need to go to have some like dinner and stuff like that. You guys should pay XYZ amount. For example, $30. It go to $150. Now, adding that $150 with what all y'all have pledged, your pledges, adding it to the $100. Isn't that the same thing? That's why I look into it. I said, when the school gave their price, everything will be evolved. Even if they want to get a souvenir or whatsoever. Because if they even go by Ministry of Education amount, trust me, it will be exploited for you guys. Reason being, there are so many activities that they will want for you to do, and that money will be extra. And when you add it to the graduation fee, when it has been added to the graduation fee, what will be the amount? What can you say about that?
Okay.
I can come in, Vera.
Let me come to the pastor.
No, pastor is not here right now. That hold on till.
I think someone said it too, right? I get ready.
No.
I want to go to grade school.
Okay.
Too.
Let's address. Okay, coming with the grade school. Be straight to the point with it.
Okay. What I'm saying concerning the grade school, I think pastor is watching, right? He said that he charged the children like $20 and stuff like that. We all know about the gun. But you fail to realize, like the brother said, school is a business. And in doing business, you have to always work on your competitor weakness. It can make your strength and make your business move. Remember, every school have a strategy that at the end of that semester, when they come begin a new semester, there should be a lot of students. Your strategy will determine how much student you will have every year, the lower price or the lower number, the lower number or the higher number. Now, if you charge fixed amount and there are 7 years, there are gifts that they can look at the end of that school year. Don't you think you are attracting more students? Because like, for example, when my son was in Liberia, trust me, the school you are attending, on the graduation day, they gave them so many souvenirs that they extend that people, their friends in the year, they told their parents they want to extend that school. All the way the graduation fee, we our parents will complain. But the the children are telling living, so the children like talk to them, they cry. say they want to attend that school. Reason being, the graduation, they saw the gift. There were bobe, socks, shoe, and they even like brain of DK beta. The students should choose in what they want, they graduate and stuff like that. So
Okay.
business is a strategy.
Okay, your point is clear. So, Wilton, so that question Vero asked goes to Sano, it goes to Wilton, and it goes to Alex, because three of you people said Ministry of Education and parent. Ministry of Education, pastor said parent. So same pastor is not here right now. Let's begin with those from Ministry of Education.
So can I come in?
No, Wilton will start. Wilton will start.
Yeah,
You
please.
have to mute
Let me
them back.
just-
The North are the back. They mute them back. The North.
I think Wilton Mark camera has freeze. So Sano, do you have anything to address on what Vero spoke about?
No, I just wanted her to be direct and specific to a question
Okay,
because she explains a lot. So let she be direct and specific to the question.
okay.
I explained to break it down. I said I did it with a college. If the Ministry of Education, guys, told you guys that you should pay $100 US, right? Graduation fees. The school accepted. Now the school are up, right? They say, okay, you know what? You guys need to print t-shirt. It's $20. I want you grabbing me. The t-shirt is $20. And the $20 will be when you play that $20, you have been added on the graduation fee because I adding it on, which is $120, right? You say you decide to have like dinner there, for example, and other activities, you'll pay $30. So add the 20 and the 30 together is $150. Then if you think because there are times school comes up with or something that they want you to pay money apart from the graduation fee. So if I've all that been added to that $100, what do you think? Is this not the same thing? That was my question. How are you grabbing?
The host, I got you. I got you, but Rachel said wait till she address first. After wait till then we'll come in.
All right.
So
Okay.
I got my own answer to that, but let wait till come in first.
All right.
Okay.
Wilton, you got set Vero points you were trying to raise to convince you that the administration should take over instead of Ministry of Education. You got her point?
Which one are you there?
Wilton has freezed. So let Sano come in. Let Sano come in while Wilton is getting ready.
Am I okay?
Yes, you're okay.
Yeah.
It's very getting me because she's complaining and she's not getting a lot of us.
I'm getting you loud and clear.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, can come in?
Wilton, wait. Let Sano get done.
Yeah, like I was saying, initially I said something. You leave this whole graduation fees with our children. Their wants is more than the needs. So to give or to digest that, I simply mean, in as much you want to tell our children that your graduation package will contain over 15 or 25 things. They want all. So that for that I was saying on that when I say they are wants more than their needs. I didn't want to go in that. If it is not honest to you, want me to explain in detail, I can go on it, but that's what I'm saying. That one aspect, I still defend that Ministry of Education should take charge. Then number two to that, if like somebody mentioned the parents, do you know, good to know that some of our panelists here introduce themselves as a former school, maybe administrator or staff, and present school administrator of staff. Ask them, even when I finish.
Going something. He has not really going
Hello?
driving. It's like
Hello, I'm coming.
Incoming.
Ask the very school administrators that sitting in this conversation or this audience. They will tell you that many a time parents face challenge to pay school fees. But they take graduation fees from nowhere, only because I want to make my child happy. Only because I don't want to be machine. People will come to me. When they're supposed to pay the school fees, the school administration struggle. They even got parents that they will not pay the school fees. School fees they will be owing, but they bring graduation fee, they rush to pay it. So I say this to say, the parents will not help the school, and our own children will not help us. So the only thing is this: when you know that somebody don't have that reasoning or that responsibility, you in charge, who is in charge of the authority, make them to know that although you have not experienced this thing, but based on my own experience, I feel that I can restrict you, or we can contain this in our graduation. Like you may mention on your chart that when they were graduating, there were so many things in their package. They encourage your neighbors or your community members, their children, like down the G or Liberian way that they want to go to that school. Those children don't have that sense of reason that many of these things were not needs, they were just their wants. They got needs and they got wants. So if you try to tell them, the man don't have that responsibility or maturity, and you tell them, I want to get it, they will accept everything. Let's see where our Liberian parents, let's take example, season time. The man better eat dry rice every day to his house. But when Christmas reach, he want to eat all manner of things to his house. The next day they be running behind him for credit or beyond for credit. So I'm saying this, our Liberian parents run beyond graduation, but they don't run beyond even to pay the school fees. Many of those parents today that yearning graduation fees, I must so that my child should wear $20 shoes, $50 shoes, all of these things. By the time next month can reach, that same parent will be going around. I didn't get money to register my child. So because of these things, I don't want to broaden this thing to go too long. But can you imagine, the thing I've grown from our children even go to the bigger ones. I got a friend or brother, he master program when you're graduating. I don't want to call it college gym, but I told them there's a gown 1 year news. They said no, they refused the gown. They instead told the administration they're waiting to pay this amount. They got to order their accounts to wear. That's what they want.
Okay, Mr. Boaga, let me just for you there. You're not really getting my question. If Ministry of Education asks you to pay $100, and the school agree, and other
okay, let me address it. Let me address you.
Wait,
let me go straight to you.
Esmond,
let me get straight.
Esmond,
what can you?
Let her clarify her question. Come again, very. I won't get that part.
Yeah. If Ministry of Education asks you to pay $100, and other activities from the school and the student decided to do, if that money is added on that $100, what do you make of that? What can you say about that?
Let me answer you. Let me answer you direct and to the point.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm.
I'm prepared to answer you to the point.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I grew up here a long time. I just wanted the benefit of the audience, but to answer you directly and to your point. It's not necessary, it's not bounding on me to pay it. I'm part of the class. And this class said that they want to have class night. We should pay $10 and I'm forced to attend our class night. It don't have nothing to do with my education or my degree. It got nothing to do with my documents. Class night, what is class night? It just being in association as a classmate. So what does that got to do with my degree or my achievement? It's just to associate. Okay, let's leave the class night. Let's get to the other one where you talk about maybe I don't know, you said we need what said. Let me. Come on.
Then have t-shirt graduate. Yeah, talk about t-shirt.
Graduation t-shirt is not need. It's not necessary if I don't want to. The school told me This is your class t-shirt. Right? If I don't want to, for class night, not everybody that graduate have to wear class night shirt. Not everybody even got interest in class nights. Like me, don't mind me talking like I think one or two presidents, may probably in this room, know me well. So I'm saying to you when they say, okay, socialize, that me, I can really socialize. But I am saying for the benefit of the audience and those who are speaking to in this country, and looking at our society, looking at how struggling our people are, I don't think it's necessary to leave the parents of this nation vulnerable to children, vulnerable to parents. It should be left to the Ministry of Education with demand that let us pay this. If I feel we need class t-shirt and we all agree, I want to appear, I'm not supposed to wear a class t-shirt. That just your class, that just to associate. It got nothing to do with me getting my paper to hold over my job out there. It got nothing. They're not class t-shirt, my interview, they will not ask me for class t-shirt. When I go ask for poor job, what class t-shirt got to do with it? The only thing I ask for is my degree or my certificate or something.
Okay.
So that's my point.
Sandro, let me hold you there.
That's why I spoke about need. That's why I spoke about needs and wants.
Okay.
I understand.
Carlos.
Understand, Rachel, I want to say.
Vera, coming. Carlos, you want to buttress?
Let me say 2 lines.
Okay.
Now, talking about not and stuff like that. Remember, right? It's like me. Once upon a time, I wore my BWRA t-shirt and I stood on the roof. And my friend was, a UMU t-shirt. We were just going to school that day and our uniform got messed up to the thing. Well, at that time, we were attending the Genesis school and decided that change in our class teacher. Everybody, there's a big person that stopped for, he said, I don't recognize you. I don't know you, but because of this school is my alma mater, that's the reason why I pick you guys up and gave your list. How do you make of that? You're not forced to get class t-shirt. How do you make of that?
Okay, hold on there. Okay, ask me address it because I want Carlos to buttress. Because
like you said, this is just situation that can come at once. It's not something that is often or that is needed. Let me tell you something. Sister, please, let's move. Let's leave the education side. Let's leave the education side. People who know me, I don't want to do this as praises. I'm dressed many times. I stand by the roadside. People run to their car and they stop. Then they say, "I stop for that." I mean, why? I enter the car and say, "You dress up, so I don't want you to be embarrassed with others." So does that mean I ever dressing to pick me up in car? No. I need things that will be needed until you can die. That's what I call your need. That thing there, I wear t-shirt, they pick me up, I dress, they pick me up. These are just something that happen. I dress many times, car pick me up. So that I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's anything.
Okay. All right. Carlos, you are also defending that administration should handle graduation issues. Do you have anything to come in with?
All right, thank you again. Let me say thank you to Veronica there and that Mr. Boaga. Once again, everybody have their opinion, and then I'm out respected because I believe there's a strong argument that support that opinion. And secondly, you are speaking in a point, and we are defending a different phrase here that it is because of the memories. The memory is important. I don't want to be limited to the situation. Look, because of the financial crisis or the economic hardship in the country. But after graduation, the only thing left, especially in high school, is the memories. It's a 7 year. And these materials are costly. Yeah, the degree might be there, but then there must be something that reflects the memory back days in school. Yeah, so that's what school administrators usually do, to package a 7 year and a graduation package for their students. And secondly, these are things that like a requirement when it comes to the graduation program. It's like a requirement. And each of these requirements should be paid for. Sure. In my school, it was a requirement. It was placed in the clearance, the preliminary clearance. It was placed there as a requirement. A fan, t-shirt, diploma cover, certificate, baccalaureate service, all these things were placed there as a requirement. So meaning that the student must cooperate with it. That's why you receive the preliminary clearance, you have to justify the clearance before you receive the final clearance. So if you have issue with it, you can come back to the administrators and then we decide upon it. But before then, or before these clearance have been issued to people, the school administrator or people responsible to organize the graduation program will call the students for a meeting to discuss what they want. And it's in agreement with that student that we project graduation fees. So if the Ministry of Education want to do that, definitely student will not get the best memories of the graduation. Because if the ministry is $50, I will just rent set and print wet paper for you, a certificate given to you. After all, there is no memories. There's no souvenir, and there's nothing to remember that you attended that school.
Okay, let me ask a general question, most basically to Sis Vero and Carlos. Who is to benefit from graduation ceremony? Who should benefit the most? Is it the school or the student and their parents?
Okay, let me speak with that before Vero can.
Carlos, you already on the floor, so go ahead.
All right, like I said in my previous comment, that from my experience as school administrator, the school usually don't benefit from graduation fees.
The school don't benefit.
The majority of the school usually don't benefit, as from my experience. Yeah.
Okay, I hold usually, you there. No. Your question is taken. Vero, who really benefit from the whole graduation fee thing? Who benefit?
The benefit.
Sorry?
The school do not benefit. The student benefit for whatever they will earn. The school can only be proud of who they putting out there.
Okay.
The schools, the school are only proud of who they putting out there.
Okay, I get your answer.
Benefit.
Okay, I get.
The reason they post out there that in the future they will be so proud of them.
Okay, I get your answer, Alex.
Yeah.
Alex.
So
in your conversation,
I have a great.
Yeah, it's from your network, Vero. That environment that the network is troubling.
If you check it, you receive call.
No, I'm not. I'm using a full setup that can't take no call right now. Call can never come to me right now. If you call me, I will pick it up from one of my phones. I won't pick it up from the system. Okay. Alex, in your conversation, you said the schools are doing business. So you expect them to make profits out of graduation ceremony. Now the school administrators are telling you that the school doesn't make money from graduation. How do you relate to that?
Is off.
I'm not off, I'm on.
Rachel, you hear me? You are off. You heard me what I said?
Yes, I did. I'm on.
Do you want me to repeat myself?
Okay, repeat. Go on. Repeat.
I said the student benefit, the school cannot benefit, but they can only be proud of who they're putting out there.
I got you. I got you clearly. That's why I'm trying to relate it to Brother Alex information that he brought, because he was trying to say the school are doing business. So doing graduation fees, they do some things like augmenting the prices for them to earn money to also make, and someone justify it, which was Carlos. Carlos said the teacher appreciation is supposed to come from graduation fee and all of that. So I'm coming back to Brother Alex to say something concerning what both of you are saying, whether it's in line with what he's saying, whether he can defend his statement. Alex, you got 2 minutes to do that.
No, I beg. I will like you to give me much time, because when my opening statement,
Alex,
I give me much time. You cut me off. Mama, no. Pedro. Pedro.
Yes.
Can Veronica get a chance? Can Veronica get a chance?
Yes.
I think.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Alex, 2 minutes. I think you can explain it. Let's see. Let's try 2 minutes. Let's be going. Just get the points.
So in the first place, I said the school is making business. But the guy in proof that they are making business. She came back to what I said. Say one of the candidates said business. We all should know that they're making business. So the school is making business. So our brother who is the administrator, he tell me that the school is not benefiting. I said something. If the medal is paying for data, that's my information I got when I'm in school and when I got out of school. If the medal is paying for data and the school is giving it for $5, so where the extra $4 going? You understand it? The man that is producing the medal, is producing it for $1. So let me amend it to $3. If you produce it for $3, then where all $2 going is going to the administrator.
Okay.
If the gun, when you rent a gun for $100 US, you have 50 students in the school and you charge them $25 for a gun. Calculate that 50 students about $25. How much are you getting there? You're getting excess money. If the second year that you're going to print, that's when they're going to print. You're not going to pay more than $2 for it. Let's say the diploma. You're not going to pay more than $2 for that diploma. I stand to be right there. I'm in it. And
Okay.
I stay in it right now.
Okay. All right. Okay.
When $2 for it, then now you're giving about $5 in your brochure that you brought. Because in the brochure, you have all those things that you have to pay for when you graduate. What one of my brothers said, preliminary clearance. All those things that will be there, you pay, but you get for parents. Which having those to me. Today, they are telling you right now, my son graduated from one vocational school, which I don't call it name. Today, my son got a little, I call it recommendation and one of transfer, get it. Because I said there are unnecessary things in there that I can't pay for. But one part I need to pay for, I'll pay for it.
Okay.
But the transfer letter of recommendation is not necessary. So what the school wanted, I pay for it. For the class there and renting of the hall and blowing my son did not go. So I'm not paying for that one because my son was not going. It was not okay. The class that my son was not going. So I did not pay for those ones.
You are
So
right.
why now they are holding my thing? You understand that? So look at the one thing. I think everyone was around. Taylor was in power. Taylor was the very first president that brought this thing. Graduation fee should come down. No students graduating down. Taylor was the first president. When President Heading brought the same thing, I graduated all down. But I rented down after graduation. After I went to the
Network is so bad, man.
I rented down. So for I said, guys, those photos. I got it. So as an other was saying, there are a lot of unnecessary things. 2 years ago, my son Jack, my pastor Jack K2. They went to put there more. While they more, I got a personal friend at running school that my son was in. So it brings those things I just love with extra profit. Extra profit. So don't tell me, Lord be real job Liberian people or us Liberian. The school is making profit for application. You not the administrator. The school is making profit.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you there.
Let the ministry be in line. Let the ministry, as I said, let the ministry be in line with the administrator and let the administrator be in line with the parents, not the students. If we keep on students, the students are going to put ready on the parents.
All right. Thank you. Your point is clear. And I think everyone made their point on that side. The viewer will be listening and be making their own issues. Now, my general question is, should the graduation package, or let's say, do we think when we were graduating, those graduation packages that were given to us, logically, do you think it really worth the amount of money we pay or our parents pay for them? Carlos, I'm asking you, let's begin from you. When you were graduating from school, not when you was an administrator, do you think the money that your parents pay for graduation to that school, that Ministry of Education didn't tell them, they have decided that each student from their school might pay 200, 175. Do you think the things they gave you, it really worth that money you paid?
Based on how unique that particular graduation program was, I do believe, without sentiment, I do believe that it worth the money.
How much did you pay?
Like I pay $120.
What was the package?
Well, the package was very huge. I have like a gown, leather, fans, a dinner night, a baccalaureate service, and then well secure hall and a T-shirt. Yeah, lot of good stuff. Fan and all these things. The souvenir alone is something that I still reflecting on up to now.
The gun was it bought or rented that you could return?
I returned it back to the school.
You return it back to the school.
Yeah.
I'm coming back to you, but let's get to Sis Veronica. Veronica, do you really think the money you paid during your graduation really worth it for that package they gave you, those things that were in that package?
When I graduated from the Dennis Institute of Public Speaking, it was worth.
Okay.
It was worth because at that time I paid $175. The $175 they gave me T-shirt. I went up for dinner night, and I have a picture frame. My own page, not the school, right? My personal picture. They did a big picture frame for me, apart from the T-shirt. Then they did a medal that bear my picture in it. The gun was rented, and I returned the gun. And they gave me all the things that I cannot remember, but I still have some. Sometimes when I see it in my house hanging, and when I see the T-shirt, I see my picture frame, I can be so excited, and I remember this. Okay. And my pictures, they put it in a book, were all on Google's stuff that the school and stuff like that. So there are things that I can still remember.
Okay. So Carlos and Sis Vero, you guys believe that parents were not put on attention during that time. All the parents were comfortable to pay that amount of money. Do you people think so?
The vocations that I graduated from, majority was other.
No, let's go to high school. Let's talk of high school.
I can't remember saying ask what I paid.
Were you the one that paid your graduation fee?
At that, remember, let me be bold.
You don't know who paid?
No, I said it was me. When I say it was me, it's not my mom and pa that paid the money. It was me and I paid the money. Okay. But I cannot remember very long.
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay. I understand. I understand why you don't know why people went through stress. Carlos, when you were graduating, from high school, honestly, all the students that were in that class, looking at their various conditions, do you think no one was under stress for that amount of money that you pay for gun? Remember, the gun was not for you. You just rented the gun. You returned it. But you pay $150 according to you.
120.
120 for how you call it? Fan. Mr. Barker, how much for that fan down Waterside? It should be $10 Liberty for one, right? That plus.
But you stop. Not $10 Liberty. It's not because of it. It's not
the figure plus 50. Let's just say maximum of $50.
$50
for one.
Okay, $50 for one. So, Carlos, do you think that money was not strenuous?
I'm seeing maximum. Some of them you pay a $300 for dozen.
So
$25 each.
Good. So, Carlos, because we are coming to a conclusion point, we want to find an idea here. Do you think the school demanding you people to pay that 120? Don't you think some parents, it stressed them a lot? They couldn't make it?
Yeah, to be honest, there are people there that face challenges when it comes to that. To the extent that even during graduation day, there were 1 or 2 students that left out of graduation because of financial constraints. But in my honest opinion, I believe that the package worth the money.
Okay. So all the things that were given to you in that package, because there were one package for you, are you still having them right now?
I should go for some?
No, I mean all. Which one do you have right now? Because the guy is gone already. The fan is gone. Yeah. Which one do you have there?
No, during the ceremony, the graduation ceremony, there was thank you service. So those you are supposed to receive the medal. I gave it to you. The fan, I gave it to you, and the sachets, I gave it to you. And for the T-shirt, I still have the T-shirt. I still have let's say the 7 year and all of things.
So you remember Brother Sano, Mr. John Boaka saying there are some of these things looking at the parents' conditions. Some of these things are not really necessary to be put in the package. Do you want to agree with him?
Like some of these things are not necessary.
Yes.
Like I said, during my time as administrator, it was a requirement. Meaning that once you pay the amount, you must receive this item, whether or not.
Okay.
So I'm not going to agree to him that it's not necessary.
So that requirement.
Mr. Sano or Mr. Sano or Alex right there would be happy to receive, fan. While on a graduation ceremony or someone invited for a graduation ceremony and take fan and give it to us as appreciation, I'd be happy to receive it.
Sano, you are laughing. You want to come in?
I'm laughing because, like, you asking one sensitive question that you
No, I'm not dodging the point.
Yeah.
Of being,
Very be on.
Yeah, I'm coming now.
Okay.
I'm saying your question is very strategic and sensitive, but I'm not really seeing answering it. So it's like he's just trying to play on it, like to design and like it look good for intentions of mine. But I'm saying, like I mentioned, needs and wants. Like you said that I went on one graduation, even quite recent, one kid to graduation or a big brother of mine. By the time I got there, his son took the graduation hat, he placed it on my head. And I was proud. I said, yes, I'm graduating today, K2. So by the time he saw me, he took it and put it on my head. So I was like proud. And the very graduation hat, just a day, I had to give it back so they can turn it back to the school.
Oh.
You getting me?
They turn it back to the school.
I'm telling you. I'm not saying they say, my brother is not really far from me now. I can call him. So he said, can come attest to it. I just try to say that I'm telling you, not something that just going to show me. Just going to show me. I'm explaining just going to show me. My big brother, Hamilton Sabaga, that's my big brother. His son was graduating.
I know him.
Yeah, that's my big brother. In the beginning, we have to go back to the school. But I'm not saying the graduation hat is not necessary. No, get me clear. It's very necessary for the graduation program because it provides the picture for the graduation. So for me, I deem the gun, I deem the hat, I deem the diploma or the certificate, the diploma cover, I deem maybe, I don't know what should I say like you, maybe talk about the fee. But even the fee is not necessary. And the only thing about it, because of the society, sometimes the graduates is here, but the fee price now, like what we see, you pay for something $25 or $50. They can't tell me pay $10. Only because the printer on it. How much that printing cost? 50 cents, 25 cents. Depends the printing press. So because it put $25 fee, you 50 cents to print it $1. You spend $125, they tell me to pay $10. Is that justified? No, I said wrong. Okay. So that is what to just leave the same. I just we give it to government because government is the regulator and they are enforcer.
Okay, so I will just make a last question for us, and then we can give our parting statement to the conversation today. Like on this conversation, we don't judge; we give our opinion, and the public decide what is best for them. Because we are not government. We are just young people that believe certain things we want to talk about for people to pinpoint from it. Maybe one day, Ministry of Education will say, there was a show, I listened to one guy called Sano, that guy said something, I think there's an error in the ministry, let's straighten this sector. That's the purpose of this conversation. So, my question is, says Vero, let her come back. She's already here. Okay. I want her to be part of this because it's very strategic for everybody. Do we think after a student have successfully gone through all the activities in the school and graduating with the full document of the school, do you think that student's supposed to pay money to get that document? Should the document be an achievement for the process you did, or you are supposed to pay to get that money back? I mean, is my question clear enough?
Yeah.
Because let me clarify it small. When you go to the supermarket to buy food, when you pay, they give you
So
receipt.
is it a general
Yes, it's a general
question?
yes. So do we
Is there
think?
a general question, Brechu?
Yes, Mama, it's a general question. So do we think students, after going through the process, you don't owe school fees, nothing. You successfully graduated with the grades. Should students pay for documents? Should we pay for our documents to leave the school? I want everyone to answer me that one by one. Waiton said no. Says Vero, do you think that we should be charged to pay for your document before we give it to you? Do you think so?
Brechu, can I come in?
Yes.
Brechu, I can come in.
I'm asking you, yes or no?
Okay.
Vero, that location, your network is so bad. Carlos.
Yeah, like I said, I will always speak in favor in the interest of administrator here, because there's the courses prescribed by Ministry of Education. Yeah, after they ended that particular course, a graduation is an extra ceremony. It's an extracurricular activities. It is not part of that particular tuition you pay to attend 12th grade in school.
Hold on. I'm asking for,
So everything.
because everything according to you guys
Brechu,
is,
am I clear?
yeah, I think you better right there. I think paying for your documents, everything in that fees, right? Am I right? Or it's not in the fees?
Brechu, can I continue?
Yeah, Vero, I'm coming. Paying for documents in that fee, transcript, letter of recommendation, is it in that fee? Or after that one, you got to come pay?
It was not mentioned in the information sheet.
Okay, so before you get your credential, you got to
Okay,
pay
break-
extra money.
Before you get what?
Your credentials, your letter of recommendation, your transcript, you got to pay for that, right?
You ain't paying for it, you're paying the printing fee though.
Okay, Brechu, why I am very late, so
Okay.
can I come?
Yeah, Vero coming.
Because it's very
Mhm.
late to where I am.
Yeah, you want our
Brechu,
help.
let me tell you, my graduation, all the school graduated from, the graduation fees that they charge us, due to that, all mine went for everything was given to me free.
How much was
Because
the
it
fee?
in
How much
my
was the fee?
graduation fees.
How much was
So
the fee?
Like for Dennis Institute, like I said, it was 125. So all my documents were given to me free. I paid for printing, I paid for nothing, was free.
If you were not
Either
to,
Cocoa School of Journalism, all my documents
how much did you pay?
was given to me free.
How much did
Everything
you?
was given to me free.
How much did
At
you
that time,
pay?
Peter Cocoa, I paid like 250.
250.
People at Cocoa School of Journalism, I paid. Yes, everything was given to me free.
You graduated in Ghana, in Gamet,
Yes,
and then you returned it to the
Yes.
school.
yes.
Then I pray.
Then you telling me you pay, you got it for free.
No, you asked him for the document. No, he asked for the credential, right? If we went back for our document, if it was given, that's why I said, due to my graduation fees that I pay, repeat my statement, due to my graduation fee that I pay, because it was high. So when I went for all my credentials were given to me free. That's why I said,
But
I was grabbing
but
it.
we're talking
Because other
here.
schools were going for
The reason we are having this
Yeah,
conversation.
Rachel.
So I want
Hello.
a question.
Rachel,
I'll be, I get
can
less than 5 minutes. It's late. What I am right now. I have to go.
Ask all.
Mhm.
Can I ask please?
Yeah, ask your question,
Go ahead.
Alex.
The graduation fee they gave you, did they list down those things that require the fees that you are paying?
the breakdown.
Yes, everything was placed inside.
So the document
Yes, it's free.
Because listen now, let me clarify something here. There are schools that There are, I wanted. There are schools that you will pay your graduation fee. The day you go in for transit, transcript, level recommendation, they will ask you to pay additional money. There are schools in Liberia. After paying your graduation fee, the day you go in for transcript or recommendation, they will ask you to pay additional money for it. Like my brother Rex said, talking about printing fee and stuff like that.
Okay.
There are schools that do that.
Okay, hold it.
But what I'm saying, go back to the question he asked you. So during that you pay graduation and they gave that breakdown,
Good.
and the document was that breakdown.
Yeah.
The transcript and all stuff that breakdown. This is why you pay for it. This is why you paying for it. So don't you know that you pay for it? Is it still free to you?
That's what I'm telling you. There are schools in Liberia. You can pay huge amount of money. But the day you go in for your transit or welcome recommendation and stuff like that, you will have to pay for it.
All right, go
You
good.
will have to allow you to pay.
So let me
That's why I repeat
come.
based on my listen. I repeat that myself. Based on my graduation fees that are paid, it was given to me.
So my question to you
So
is,
I am very, very late. So
My-
I have a few minutes to go. The country I am very late right now.
my question to you is, was
I don't
it
know
right?
what Bridget I have to-
You want to go now?
Yeah, why I Bridget is very
So
late
you
right
want to go
so-
now? I should let you go.
I'm listening to you. I'm waiting for your question. Maybe
Okay.
like about 10 minutes.
My question is, do you feel it was right after graduating, you make the grades, everything, the school's supposed to make that grade and give to you, say, this is your achievement. Were you to pay that money? That's my question.
It's like I said, the school is a business. The school is a business, Richard. Everything has a result. Everything have a result. The result
Okay.
either come out negative or positive.
Okay, so
That's
before
it.
so
They have
so
to pay their living.
so before you go, just give all your parting statement because I know you want to run. So just conclude. Give all your parting statement,
Yeah.
then you can go.
I want to answer a question.
Okay, ask your question.
So please,
Ask your question, but it's just late, very late to me. Ask your question.
If you went to the bar and they tell all the rest of people in that area, they serve you where you bar. Then they give you
Yeah,
receipt
Alex,
for-
I want to ask you.
then do you think if they ask you to pay for that receipt, do you think it's fair to you?
How can receipt be paid for when? How can that under no condition? How will receipt be paid for when the goods that you purchase, the goods that you purchase, you need to get accountability of it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So the same thing with your documents. The school owe you a for free.
Now,
I think she has given the analysis. That's it. That's it. Probably she
School
just
shouldn't be
understanding your
telling people
question.
to pay for documents, yeah?
that's it. I have to leave you.
Yeah, so just close up, so we too can close.
I have to do all of
Marcel
it.
Vero, Sister Vero,
Yeah, go
Marcel
ahead.
Vero,
Yeah, go
please,
ahead.
before you can leave, if I understood breakthrough question to you is this: from ABC or kindergarten, how you determined, until I went through the walls of high school and I graduated.
Good.
If I
I
got
understand breakthrough question.
breakthroughs, I come in now. I come in. Please, wait now.
Are you
Wait,
paying
let
the
me
school
conclude.
fees on the school fee that you pay?
Yeah.
Are you paying
Oh,
the
he's
school
saying-
fee that you pay for
I tell you
ABC
what-
Tier 1, Tier 2? Are you going to pay
Yeah,
the
I
school
come-
fees?
I
Every
come in
class
now.
or classes have their own school fees to pay.
Grant here, please wait now.
ABC is not a teacher that will teach you to talk.
Please wait, let me leave.
Let me
Please
finish his
wait.
question.
Please wait.
Go
I
ahead.
think if I got it in the understanding of
You off.
this question,
I don't know if
Yeah.
the network problem.
Sandra is on.
You're
I
not
think
getting me?
it's your network. It's Vero's network.
she's not getting me.
That-
Okay.
Are you
why?
not getting me? The one that's getting me. I am saying, if I understood Breakthrough's question, I spend my money from kindergarten or ABC till I graduated from your school 12th grade. Then I think he is struck is that in as much I pay all of the school fees to learn what was required by what was prescribed by the Ministry of Education
Good.
and what you gave me to digest or take in. Your school qualified me that I've already exhausted all and I pay all my money to you.
Good.
I think breakthrough question to you. I should be awarded document free, not to come pay graduation fees to you. I just want to clear that part. It's breakthrough's question.
Why would your document be given free? Which of when they went to go buy the
Because I had to spend all the money.
Okay, let Vero go.
That was not free.
Let Vero go.
The person that is accepting your document, they have to get a salary.
You know,
The
he is
person
too
that
much.
is
He's
accepting your
speaking.
document, they have to get a salary. The person
Excellent.
that is accepting your document, they have to get a salary.
Okay, Vero.
Mavi,
Vero.
gotta go in.
Okay, Vero.
Let one
Vero.
graduate running
Yes.
in my phone.
So I know you want to leave. So just give a closing statement, and then we'll continue from our end and close later.
I think wait someone to ask me a question.
Oh, you want to
Yeah,
keep with the
Vero.
question? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Vero.
Okay, she still got 2 more hours. We'll leave her. My phone battery running low. I don't like your leave phone charge. Can't talking.
You know what? Let me be bold. They show wrong. I'm the only woman here. I don't think you're going to beat me.
No, we're not
But I don't
beating
wanna
you.
be
We're
like
speaking reality here.
We're not fighting for people.
Rachel, I come in. Rachel, like be real. They show we run this show for 2 hours, but it's like a going. Oh, it have passed 2 hours now.
No.
You know, sometimes when they
It have not passed.
no, Rachel, when we started your time, let's say like broad time, you started 4, right?
We never really started 4. We started by 4:30 something.
Okay.
So what you
Let's be
do?
real here, right?
That Wilson just gave a
Let me say
question.
something.
That
All right,
Wilson
give me a
asked you.
question.
Yeah, Vero, let me ask you this. My fair obligation of entering the school, my requirement, I have done it, right? I pay my tuition and I passed through the academic year successfully. Now, the school obligation is that if I pass through the academic year successfully,
Yeah.
they owe me document.
Document.
So should I pay for that document that I have paid my fair obligation for? Now is that obligation? Should I pay for that obligation to me?
Then I
Sarah?
go to you. I'm still repeating my statement. When you enter in the school, you did all your requirements. That was perfect. Sound great. But upon graduation, they for example, the printer, the man are supposed to do the printer. He's different person. He's not a man that you met there.
I don't care.
I come in with Rachel. I come in the ink that's supposed to be they're supposed to use to print your diploma. The ink has finished because the one you met there is not the one that is there right now. How do you think they are going
All right.
Please, let me eject that phone. I
and
want
they
to
have
eject.
been paying
Sarah,
the
I
teacher
beg you.
salary. You know, salary
That's
are being
limited
paid
argument.
every month.
That's
How do you
limited
Please, I want to eject. Please.
All
I want to
right.
eject.
Sano, just do the last one. Let Vero go. Then we close with Carlos.
Yeah,
No,
just to
I'll close the
eject.
program here.
Vero,
Wait,
Marvin,
I will
Vero,
close the program,
Vero,
right? Let me just say something.
Vero,
I'll close it here.
I
Yeah.
hope this show, I hope this show don't take another trench like the guys against the female Vero.
No.
No,
please.
listen.
But you know,
And Mr. Boyka,
yeah,
listen.
I'm just saying something. I just said that. I want to just
No, I want
something.
to say something.
Vero, wait.
Listen.
Vero, wait. Wait.
Well, let me say something. I come in this show. We argue, we agree, we disagree.
Of
we
course.
conclude and we don't
Thank you.
conclude.
Sure.
So the comment section
no.
gave the answer. From we go by the
Now,
comment section, not all we conclude.
Okay, thank you.
I just read through
Thank
that,
you.
right?
Exactly.
What I want to eject is this. What I want to eject is this. I come back to Breakthrough's question to you. When I was entering your school, you register one of the
Carlos, that question go to you too.
Graduate.
Carlos, that
Now,
question go to
graduate.
you.
Yeah, one of the 12th grade graduate, you already know that I came to your school to graduate. And whether you already don't know, but you look at me, I pay my money, I went through all the requirements, I graduated. You know fully well that I paid that money. I'm in the 12th grade, the 6th grade, the 9th grade. You fully aware that I'm supposed to graduate, right? I'm in your school. The 6th grade supposed to graduate, 12th grade supposed to graduate. And you're aware I'm supposed to graduate.
I know.
Okay.
I need to carry
Now,
report
if
back
you
to
are
my
aware-
parents.
Thank you. Now, since you know, I came to the school, your information she gave me is dropped to Navri. I must graduate from Navri, or let's put it to 6th grade. I must graduate from 6th grade. So, upon my graduation, I finished paying all the money to lay. I finished or pass through all of what you gave me that I should achieve in your school. I've done with all. Only for you to get my own paper, you say, come and graduate now, pay me before I get your paper to you.
Thank you.
So how you look at that? That was the right question. How you look at it?
I'm still repeating myself.
Okay.
And I'm not going to change my comment, my answer.
All
I'm
right.
saying that it is right for us to pay for transcript and other stuff.
Now
But
watch
why
this.
is now that basic?
What is that,
That's my immunity. Transcript is my immunity.
So let hold Vero there. Let hold Vero. Carlos, come back. Don't run. Carlos, come back. You are one of the
Yeah.
administrators. Let hold Vero there. So the question we are asking, Carlos, what's your take to it?
For transcript.
Yeah, like I said in my previous comment to your question, that graduation is an extracurricular activities
The
in the
documents.
school.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason. Let's say, for instance, if you go to school from first, assuming you in the sixth, let's say seventh grade, right? And then you go to school for that entire semester. Upon completion, the school give you report card for free.
Mm-hmm.
Which of course you only pay $50 just a teacher appreciation to collect
So
it.
why you give me the transcript?
That's free.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do it. Yeah.
Why you can't give me the transcript? Why you can't give my diploma? That's the question. You can give me report card free.
Getting the certificate and diploma.
Mhm.
That's what makes
Eh,
it.
Carlos, I got a question for you.
Wait, that Carlos, getting to diploma.
All right, like I said, the certificate, the diploma is an extracurricular activity which form part of the graduation. Yeah, in schools policy, because most of the schools in Abuja have exactly the same policy, that graduation is an extracurricular activities and must be paid for, because you need to organize a program and there are some requirements the program needs. So you cannot compare it with that let's say a report card. Transcript is different. It's an additional work,
Okay, so Carlos, if I went through the school and I was not successful to graduate, and I have money to pay for transcript, will you give it to me?
Absolutely no.
Then you see? And now, I sat in the same class with all my colleagues, and I never make up the requirements to get a diploma. That means I was not successful. But I have money in my wallet to pay for the fees that you have for transcript and diploma. And I said, oh, I never passed, but I want to pay for transcript. Are you going to tell me, say, oh, yeah, just pay your money, we'll give you your transcript that you pay in? Are you going to tell me that?
No, that is my practice. And
Thank you.
Under the
All right. Now,
So, Carlos, let me ask you too.
Also,
Yeah.
get out the transcript.
wait till you've been on for a while. Then let's go so that we can
Yeah,
wrap
we
it up.
join
Carlos.
the topic here. We join the argument to the extent I left.
Carlos,
Go
let's look at things.
And
Let's look
we
at
will
things
not
from
answer
this
the question.
scenario.
Comment section will answer
Let's look
the
at things from
question.
this scenario, right?
Okay.
If you selling billabo, pepper, and small things now,
Which
I can
one
buy
there is
billabo
that?
and pepper for you. Should I pay you to put my billabo and pepper in plastic
Your scenario
or
is
paper?
good, but I think it is not on course with what we are talking about.
Yeah, it's slack a little bit because you need to buy plastic different though. Now what color will tell you?
No.
No.
The thing is, if you go in the market, you buy pepper and billabo. They should put it in paper or plastic. There's a system that if you buy something, I can hold pepper in my hand, like that,
You should put
things like
something.
that. So it's the marketer obligation to put my goods in something to present it to me. So the same obligation goes to the school.
Good.
If I pass through my necessary requirement, it is your obligation to give my document.
My papers.
That's why you charge me fees and graduation fees and school fees.
Okay.
Currently-
So let's give our closing and recommendation on this statement concerning the document issue and the graduation fee issue. So each person can give. That begin with Brother Alex. Please give your closing statement and a recommendation to what we've been discussing today.
So first thing I'll let us tell the host thing for allowing me to have this first experience. Today is my first, as I said. So when it comes to who is to regulate, as listed on my team statement, let it goes to the ministry, and let the ministry working down with the administrator and also with the parents, not the students. The students will put burden on the parents.
Okay.
The next thing is, I've been saying it. When I asked that question, I was just telling myself, I've been telling him, I am not to pay for what I work for. No. Even when I went to school, I had an argument, but it won't go nowhere. I was not to pay for it because it's like I pay, like you pay rent ahead of time. What would mean like, bro, yeah, we pay for one for one. Remember one you pay a rent. It's the same thing in school. If I get in 12th grade, the school fee I pay in the year ends is my rent I paying. Give me my receipt for my rent I paying. So why am I going to pay for all of those stuff?
Okay.
When it comes to those one thing, I know they are making business, but the prices are adding to it and is too high. Like my brother said, it's $10, why are you paying $5, $10?
Okay.
And one of the friends I have, it's not part of this too. One of the things the schools are doing now, they are printing sacks. Just that batch is going in sacks. They are saying sacks $10, $15. Why?
Share with me. We'll discuss it the next time. Share it with me through the my DM. Then we'll make it as a topic. So just conclude for this topic today.
So this, I say thank you and thank everybody. And at least I've seen some faces. Maybe I may know them later. I mean, so we say thank you and thanks for meeting people again.
All right. Thank you so much. So let's get to Mr. Sando John Boakai to give us his closing statement and recommendation on what we've been discussing today.
I think we have said a lot, and I appreciate everyone out there.
I think Sano is off or what?
You will soon get him his
Oh,
own.
my mic is on.
His own.
Am I better now?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
So as I previously said, everyone make their own sense and idea or reasoning here. Yeah, I admire the show so much, and I also wish that I could be one of those in the next show like this. I wish I have the time and be part of it. But if I can close on this topic, I would like to advise that giving our children the privilege to determine the graduation fees is a detriment to us as parents. Our children wants will never end, so we should strive for the basic needs. And what are those needs? As the government come out with some prices, like charging for graduation fees in public and private schools, we all can sit down and do the analysis. Both you, the schools, and us, the parents. Yes, government said 5,000. Government said $100. Just 5,000. This is how the breakdown is going like. So sometimes these students will come to bring medal, bring t-shirt, bring board bag, bring umbrella, bring thing. Is it necessary? Is it needed? Let you, the school, and the parent discuss it. Discussing it should be one thing. But if you guys went to conclude on the basic needs of the graduation, and for me on a serious note, I'm not an administrator or staff in any institution. But based on my own experience along the way, I think the basic needs for graduation is the diploma or the certificate, the transcript, the letter of recommendation. Probably, if we accept to show our clothes, just to give recognition that these are the graduates, that clothes should be sold. This is why you do the analysis in the $5,000 or the $25. If not, you, the PTA or the administration, can go and have a meeting with the Ministry of Education. You said 25, but at 25, we did the analysis of the basic things, the basic needs. I'm not discussing once here where they give me board bag, they give me pen, they give me flour. And now I'm saying the basic needs, I need few. I don't want to go back to make things long. But the basic needs, you're discussing, and you're budgeted, that should be done collectively with all the schools. And take it back to the Ministry of Education. You told 5,000, But because of the diploma, because of the certificate, because
Pedro,
of
are you
the,
done?
let Breakthrough ask the question. Let Breakthrough ask the question. Where should I pay for what I work for? Okay. What I
Pedro,
work
I'm not
for,
hearing
me,
you. Stay online.
He's still on. He's talking.
what I think I work for through the years is to get my certificate, letter of recommendation, diploma, or what have you. But the rest of these things they bring, low materials will bring home the pen, the fan, the bob, the what have you. Anytime I can get bob, anytime I can get fan, anytime I can get whatever. So for them, for me, I don't take them as graduation needs. They are just wants by the students. So we should not leave ourselves, parents, vulnerable to the students, because the students want the whole world when they are graduating. The way you give them all. And we, the parents, the bigger mistake we are making is some of us will not even pay the people's school fees. But if it comes to graduation, if it causes us to cry, if it causes us to say, oh, people coming to me, I want my niece for, oh, this, oh, that, whole lot of things we explain. I just got to do something to make my child happy. I just got to do something. People will come to me after we say all of these things. It causes us to go the extraordinary. So we give support to graduation fees. So I am saying we should stand frank as parents and back the government. Government can never functionalize better than you, the citizen, empower or enforce them or make them to function proper. And the only extraordinary way, we don't have to create tension or confusion between us, the parents, and the administration. We should have dialogue. We should have one understanding. I think I will stop this far, and that will be my party comment.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. So let's get to Mr. Mark Callas.
Yeah, thank you. Like I said, I'm a school administrator, foreman, and I will always speak in favor of the school because I know the challenges that schools want to go when it comes to these things. And then looking at the modernization in the world right now, especially in Liberia, there are some things that you need to do to be impressive so that there will be competition when it comes to the business in the school systems. So I will still tell you that the school administrator should determine graduation fee in consultation with the parents, probably in a general PTA meeting or whatever way, or it should be communicated. And all these things that are listed for the, let's say in the graduation package, should be a requirement and should be placed in a preliminary clearance for verification. If the parent can make up to it, then it can be confirmed for graduation. Thank you.
Okay. So we'll take Sis Vero for conclusion and recommendation.
And I just want to appreciate everyone taking out the basic time there to be on the show. And I hope this uh, and I hope that schools are listening and following all. They should always learn to make that last movement of students leaving another student, and whenever in school there are meetings, remarkable ones that will never be forgotten in their brain. Thank you, and see you guys.
All right. So Wilton,
Yeah.
your recommendation.
Well, from a
Okay.
starting and starting statement, well, I think the audience have heard much from different point of view of on the aspect of who is to determine graduation age. I still remain adamant that the Ministry of Education, this is about time that they stand for the cries of the parents because schools are exploiting for our parents on a daily basis. We cannot leave the system open. School A will charge surplusly in the name of business, and the parents are being victimized. So that Ministry of Education, this is my recommendation for them. Let Ministry of Education form an assessment team Goes on the field and look into these zero requirements. Whether the school need gun, the school needs souvenir, essential things, not other unnecessary things like some school even want power bank, some school or even want sheets, some school even want watch that get a name on it. Essential things that is necessary for graduation. We're looking at the gun, we're looking at baccalaureate service, we're looking at souvenirs. So do your assessment on these things prices and come up with a fixed amount that, oh, this is graduation fee for kindergarten, this is graduation fee for high school, and this is graduation fee for colleges. Like that, we will have a strict system instead of leaving the gap open and school keep exploiting on our parents. So Ministry of Education, please step out there and do your work. It is one of the primary functions of Ministry of Education to set up a system and strategy. So you cannot leave your system open for parents or school to decide that. I say big no to that. And on the aspect of document, if you leave in school, I won't mince my words, it's a complete explosion for students. If I get, because it's a 50-50 deal with going in, you gave a requirement, I went through a requirement, I did my partial share of that. Now you owe me document, to give my document, you say I should give you money. Money for what exactly? So we say no to these things, Mr. Breakthrough. These are some of the alarming factors that are affecting society, exploiting for parents. Because these poor students will end up going back to their parents crying on them. And looking at the economy, I think it's necessary that Ministry of Education take action on these things.
Okay.
If you don't have printer to print out documents, don't open school. Because you say pay your school fee, yeah, pay your school fees. Now I have passed through all your requirement. I'm about to graduate. I'm gonna give you money again to go print out something that you owe me. We can't sit and allow these things to continue happening, Mr. Breakthrough.
Okay.
So that is my stance.
All right. Thank you. Please just mute your microphone shortly because someone has some background noise. Mr. Sando, can you mute yours as well? All right. Okay. So very, very honestly, I want to tell you guys, thank you. You guys spoke exceptionally well, and I believe your messages are heard. And there are people that I can share this conversation with. Some of them are in the ministry, some of them are directors, sometimes they are listening, and they may want to join us, but they are saying it's too early. They don't want to start joining it, but let the conversation keep growing. At some point in time, they will be coming to clarify some issues that will help the public. But they really appreciate what we discussed today from the conversation I'm getting through my phone here. They really appreciate what we discussed today, and there are some relevant issues that some of them jotted down. Some of them say, this one we're still looking at it here. But yeah, like we know, we are not here to judge anybody because we don't have the authority and the lessons to say, you doing right, you doing wrong. I can only tell my brother Sando that what this school is doing, I don't like it, and it don't seem right to me. Brother Wilton can say, well, I too, it doesn't seem right to me. Brother Ellis can say, oh, for me, I think it's okay. Those who are listening to it are going to be their judge for themselves through the arm of the Ministry of Education. So I want to join you guys to tell the Ministry of Education, thank you for bringing a regulated price. But just bringing the price doesn't end there. Enforcing the price is the real deal. Okay, because schools may not want to follow it because a lot of schools may see the graduation exercise as a way of raising money, like we heard the administrator then speaking right on this platform today, which I believe not to be fair to the parents. I think graduation is like an achievement that you have already won. You have won it, so you shouldn't be paying for it double. Okay, so I just want to join my voice to you guys' voices to say thank you to everyone on this show. Please, audience, This is not a university campus. We may have some mistaking our subject verb agreements. We are not here to judge people for what grammar they are speaking, but the logic in what they are speaking. We are all learning, like everyday process in learning. So thank you for viewing. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. And next week, Saturday, we are going to be here, but for 1 hour, 30 minutes only, not up to 2 hours, 15 minutes like this time. But this conversation was really tight. That's why I had to go the way it went. So I want to salute you guys. And I will share the topic into your various DMs, and then you will know what we'll be discussing next Saturday. And just in case you have topics, don't hesitate to drop it to me. Just let me know that, oh, Rachel, I got a very interesting topic. Maybe we could look at this. Once it meets the consensus of our team, we will create the flyers, and then the topic will be what we will talk about. So let's make this program ours. I know it's a new program, but your commitment will help, to be part of what we are doing. My one can sit here and be talking. There are a lot of things. This month we are on education. Next month we are going social. There are lot of social errors that are happening that we need to talk about. Like some of the things that I know that you people will be very hot to talk about is, why should you be a boyfriend and be taking responsibility for a girlfriend as if you have married her? Those kind of sensitive conversations, we are going to be having it on this platform. Lot of things. Government say $48 for diary payment. Why should parents be telling you, say, my daughter too valid for $48? You got to pay $150 before you marry my child. Why should we be doing those things? So, I mean, we got a lot of cake to cut on this show, and the public will get interested in the kind of sensitive conversations we are having here. Why, from turbo days, men been sending women to America and Europe. One man had never come on social media to say, I brought a girl, they get my money, she ran away. But one woman carried one man to America now, the whole social media bust. The men are useless, they eat our money. Oh, I bought plane ticket for you. You come to America, you frustrate me. Why is it like that? So you see, we have a lot of things to stock in this conversation. Next month, we'll be going social. After next month, again, we go back academic. So we're going to be balancing it in between the months so that we can have it interactive for everyone. So I salute you guys. Wilton, thank you so much. Brother Sano, your schedule, you left it, Alex, and everyone who was here. So bye-bye from my end, and thanks to the viewer for also following. I'm out.